What's going on? X, Twitter. Let's see. Let's test this out. See if we can hear me. Testing, testing, testing. Give it a few seconds. Alright, so YouTube is working. Pop out chat. Put this one here. Alright. Xstream is working too. For some reason, there's a crazy delay on X. I'm gonna have to figure that out. But we are live. We are up and running. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Gonna give everybody a few seconds here to join. I'm also gonna post these links on Twitter, gonna post it on Discord, and we're gonna start. I'm gonna start in a little bit. If you guys have any questions, let me know. If you guys have any questions, any pairs in specific you guys want me to go over, let me know. Any pairs at all, guys, let me know. The pairs we're gonna go over today in specific for the people joining us now for the first time, they're gonna be the ones on our right hand side with the ones with the red folder. Starting from the top, we're gonna go over AU, EA, ECAD, EUGAGCAD, GJGU, US30, USDCAD, USD ZAR, gold, Bitcoin, and oil. These are going to be the pairs we're going to go over. But again, if you guys have any other pairs you guys want me to go over in specific, whether or not they're on our list, let me know. Since we already know we don't really have any continuations in the 4-hour time frame, no continuations in the daily time frame, we're just going to take the time today, just kind of look at the 30-minute time frame, look at where we're at, see if we can find any continuations following the trend, meaning if we have 2 days of drop, for example, on AU, then we'll look for the third day going into tomorrow. That'll be a continuation. Or if we have a lower high going into, lower high going into a lower low, then we know those are continuations as well. Change of characters and break of structures, we know those could be continuations as well following the trend. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do in the 30-minute time frame. Just kind of look at our 30-minute chart, update our 30-minute highs, 30-minute lows if we need to, see if we could find any entry criterias that we may be heading towards. Start off with gold. I am gonna be going in order, Mr. Casper. Start from the top going to the bottom. We'll start here in a few seconds. I'm gonna give everybody a few seconds to join. We'll start at, what time is it? 6:52. We'll start at 6:53 with 30 seconds. But if you guys have any questions, again, any other pairs you guys want me to go over, whether or not they're on our list, let me know. If the pair is on our list, again, we go in order, starting from the top, going to the bottom. Interested to see the analysis. I appreciate that. Should be a pretty solid week. There's because of last week and all the news that's going on over the weekend. I don't really believe we'll have, really solid entries this week. However, there are a few things that I was looking at today where I'm like, okay, if we could reach these key levels in the next couple days, possibly, Tuesday going into Wednesday, then we'll most likely have some entries towards the end of the week. But that's what we're gonna go over today. We'll try to see where price is wanting to gauge to. But alright, let's get started. So again, I'll repeat myself if you guys have any questions at all. Anything you guys don't understand that you guys want me to kind of explain or go over again or draw out any examples, just let me know. So AU, we know we're in an overall downtrend. We're in A2, we're in the second zone of consolidation, looking for that third push down to the bottom. Now, AU reached one of our key zones, which is just the lower highs, right? We had push number 1, pullback, push number 2, pullback, and price failed to give us push number 3, right? It went down, gave us a higher low, consolidated, gave us an inducement of the lows, and then starting that push to the top side. Push 1, pullback, push 2 to where we're at now. Could we be expecting price to give us something like this and then start the push back down? Again, push 1, push 2, push 3? Absolutely. Right? So, with that being said, this is what I kind of want to start looking for. At this point, we don't have any continuations in the daily time frame. We could still see internal higher highs and higher lows. In the 4 hour, we could see that, right? We could see the internal higher highs and higher lows. Price gave us this break, gave us this low, and we know now that in the 4 hour time frame, we're trading between this higher high and this low, right? Price gave us the 4 hour high, went down, tapped into it, went down again, and we know that we're pretty much here with good Lorenzo, right? We know we're pretty much trading from these little zones here, right? So looking at this just in the 4 hour time frame, what are we looking for, right? If price gives us a clean break of these lows, then we know it's going to want to continue to push down to the bottom. Now, if price does what it's doing right now, inducing the lows, right, sweep of the lows, giving fake outs of the lows, we know that this is where price is going to turn back around to go right back up to the top side, right? So in the 30-minute time frame, we can see that a little bit clearly. We can still see price making higher high, higher low, higher high. We know we're trading between this 30-minute high, this 30-minute low, right? But right now, what is price doing? Right? Price is just in the zone of consolidation, right? So again, if price breaks these lows, then we know we'll get these pushes back down to the bottom. However, if price breaks these highs here, we know we'll continue this push up to the top side up until these highs over here, right? So we want to be just a little patient, guys. AU is in a specific spot right now where we have to just take it day by day. Once again, if you're a type of trader that you trade both ways, then you'll be looking at this completely different. You might just be looking, okay, we had the highs broke, we're looking for a retest to go short, right? Or if you're looking at this going long, you're still looking at, okay, we're failing to break these lows here, let's get into these highs right now, right? So just got to be patient. Going into the 30-minute, I'm not going to update the STP ADR until tomorrow morning, right? But we know we have a day of drop. Let's update this. And the 21 candle is bearish. Perfect. On to the next one. I'm bullish on USDCAD. We'll do USDCAD. EURCAD finally, or I'm sorry, EURAUD finally broke above our zone of consolidation. Gave us a day of rise. But we know the price is still trading between this 30-minute low down here and these 30-minute highs up here. Again, daily time frame, where are we? We're in V2, we're in the second zone of consolidation looking for that third push to the top side. But we know two things. The number one and the most basic thing in trading. What is price doing? Still making lower lows and lower highs. Right? Once again, I draw this out every single stream, but we'll do it again for the new people that join us. There's two trends in the market. There's two phases in the market. Right? You have when price is trending, making higher highs and higher lows, or lower lows and lower highs. And you have when price is consolidating, just moving sideways. Right? What does this mean? When price gives you higher highs and higher lows, right? Well, in this case, let's do lower lows and lower highs, so you guys can see the picture and the frames and everything, right? Price is going to make lower lows and lower highs. When price breaks the previous low and gives you a lower low, what are we expecting? Right? You always hear people talk about, oh, you're expecting a break and then for price to give you a lower high, right? But not every single time will price give you just a solid lower high to the top side. Right? There'll be times where price gives you lower low, lower high, lower low, right? And instead of just giving you the internal higher highs and higher lows to make that lower high, price is just going to consolidate, right? When price consolidates, what are you looking for? You're either looking for price to now break these lows to continue, or you're looking for the break of the high to give you that lower high still to then continue that push down to the bottom, right? This is where you have that trade that you see a lot of people on X posting, the accumulation, distribution, right? What does that look like on a 30-minute time frame? It's very simple. It's a type 1 pattern, right? A type 1 pattern is when price consolidates, it breaks above, right, and then starts going right back down, right? What do the candles before this look like? It depends. If you're following the trend, you'll probably see, you know, let's say lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, boom, lower low. Again, in the lower low, what are you expecting? You're expecting either a pullback or you're expecting price to consolidate. Once price consolidates, you're now expecting price to either break the lows to then continue, right, to do something like this, or you're expecting the accumulation, distribution, manipulation, right? That's exactly what that type 1 pattern looks like, right? So with that being said and with that being drawn out, again, I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, let me know and we'll try to explain it in another way, right? Yes, we're in an overall uptrend, but we could still see price making lower low, lower high, lower low. In this lower low, price is just moving sideways, and we could see that in the 4-hour time frame. Price is just moving sideways. So right now we're just kind of in a waiting game with EA. We're like, okay, is price going to give us these break of the highs to continue to make a lower high, which in that case, if it does give us a lower high, again, we're expecting price to reach these highs over here, right? Or is price giving just a fake out of the zone of consolidation, and this is where we'll see price start turning back around and going short. So at this moment, I really don't have a there's no clear direction as to where EA wants to go. We can see that price potentially wants to go lower, and again, if price does decide to go lower and go back down to these 4-hour lows or daily lows, that's all good. This is where we'll expect price to then turn back around and continue this push up to the top side, right? So EA, there's really nothing here for me to be confident about. ECAD, we have 3 days of rise. After 3 days of rise, market must chop or drop. So did exactly what we wanted price to do, right? To break above our 30-minute zone, give us the retest to then continue, and then this is where price is going to make a decision. Is price going to go back down, or is it going to break above our 4-hour high, right? And that's where we're at right now with ECAD. So let's delete this. And we know we're trading between higher high, higher low. All of this is part of the same trend, higher high. So we're trading between this 30-minute high and these 30-minute lows down here. Give me a second, guys, my bad. So you have 3 days of rise. Let's go to the daily time frame. We know that in ECAD we are in V1. We're in the first zone of consolidation, looking for that second push to the top side. We're at the top of the zone of consolidation, so not the best, not the ideal place where we want to start looking for buys. However, we'll look for a continuation. We have 2 weeks of rise. This week already being the third week, we already got the new high. 30-minute high, we know we have 3 days of rise. We already made that new high. And right now on the 4-hour, we're on the 4-hour high. So for me, to continue to look for price, to continue to push to the top side, I won't be looking for an entry here. My next entry point on ECAD is going to be if price breaks above these highs, then we'll continue. At this point, understanding that we have a 30-minute gap here at the bottom of the market, this is what I'm really expecting price to do. To continue this push back down to the bottom. So with that being said, we'll go on to the next one. We have these 30-minute gaps at the bottom of the market. We know price is going to have to fill that up before doing anything else. Before I go on, give me 1 second. Let me send this to this chat over here. Euro USD daily time frame. We'll start in the daily time frame. We know we're in V1. We're in the first zone of consolidation, looking for that second push to the top side. Right now, we're in the middle of the zone of consolidation again. We know it's not the best place to look for a trade. In the 4-hour, we know we're still trading between OHIM. What is that? Who is that? Trading with you now? What do you mean? In the 4-hour on Euro USD, we're still trading lower low, lower high, lower low, right? And we know we're trading between this 4-hour low and this 4-hour high. Now, again, with Euro USD, we know that we've reached the previous lower high. This is where we're either going to see price break to then continue this push to the top side into the 4-hour high, or we're going to see what we see now where price rejects these highs and we start seeing price give us that downtrend push. Let me delete some of these drawings here. I don't want to have too much on the screen, right? We already have 3 weeks of rise. After 3 weeks of rise, we know we're expecting price to drop or give us a no net. In the 30-minute time frame, we have 3 days of rise. After 3 days of rise, we're expecting price to drop or give us a no net, and it ended up giving us a no net. So perfect. We already know now that price resets. Right? Oh, this is the high too that we're looking for price to break, and we can see that we did not get a break of structure. All of these candles are testing. They're just testing candles. These are not break of structures. We know we have a red 4-hour candle and we have a no net price reset. So if price decides to, number one, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So we know that we're trading between this 30-minute high over here and these lows. I don't want to say this is a break. I'm still gonna say we're trading between these lows and these highs based on the fact that we just have a gap here. I'm not comfortable putting a low where a gap was made. Lower high, low. I'm on the way. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I'll be honest with you. So Euro USD, we gotta keep an eye on it. Right, this is where we're gonna see price either again break these highs to continue, or we're gonna see price pretty much the zone that we're in right now. If price breaks these lows, we'll continue this push to the bottom side. These highs, we'll see the break to the top. For GA, going to the daily time frame once again, we know we are in V2. We're in the second zone of consolidation. Look for that third push to the top side. We know we're in the middle of the zone of consolidation. Again, not the best place to look for a trade. We know the middle of the zone of consolidation is where the market makers are trapping traders, collecting contracts, right, creating fake outs, making people believe that we're making lower lows and lower highs, and then all of a sudden going back up to the top side and creating internal higher highs and higher lows. Right, in the 4-hour time frame, no continuation. Once again, we're just in the middle of the zone. So right now we just gotta kind of be patient, wait for price to give us a to make a decision, right? Let us know what does price want to do. We can still see internally higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, right? So we know that we are now trading between this 30-minute high over here and these 30-minute lows over here. This break happened, is this low over here. Last red candle before the push to the top side, and we have another day of rise. So GA for me right now is in a position where we just got to take a step back and allow price to do what it has to do, guys. Wait it out. If we get a change of character and a break of structure, then we know we could continue to trade this. Like, I am expecting a steeper pullback to happen on GA as well. GCAD gave us another day of rise. We're still trading between higher high, higher low, and all of this is part of the same trend. Right, so we're trading now between these highs over here and these lows over here. And GCAD, we know we're at the top of, in that second push already. We're in level 2. Right, we broke above the zone of consolidation, we broke above the daily high. After we broke out of the daily high, we're expecting a pullback. I wasn't expecting such a small pullback, right? I was expecting at least a pullback down to the 200 EMA, but it's all good. It's either or, right? We're either expecting just a pullback of this little zone right here, which is what we ended up having, or we're going to see a pullback steeper into this zone here, right? Now that we know that we had the break of these highs, the retest of these highs, price then continued higher high, higher low to where we're at now, higher high. In the 4-hour time frame, we have 2 weeks of rise. After 2 weeks, we're expecting this third week. We already got this third week high. So I am expecting a pullback to start developing very, very soon. So GCAD is another one where I'm just going to be taking a step back, not going to be forcing any trades. GJ is still in the zone at the bottom of the zone. We had, see, this is the 17 candle. Here to here, this is the 17 candle. It closed right below it. Right, so we're gonna mark it as a drop, even though price just consolidated pretty much all day. So it's not a comfortable drop, but we know we're still trading between the same 30-minute low and these 30-minute highs up here. GJ's in peak high territory, so I'm not gonna do a deep analysis on GJ. I don't trade when price is in peak high or peak low. GU gave us higher high, higher low, higher high, and price up here is just consolidating. I'm not gonna mark this as a break. Again, due to the fact that this high was created right with the gap. So I'm just gonna say that all of this is part of the same high. I'm just gonna mark this high over here with a 30-minute. And we know that we're trading between these highs over here and these highs right here. Pretty much all of this zone here. And we had a day of no net. After 3 days of rise, we're expecting that 4th day to be a drop or a no net, and we got a no net. So everything is happening exactly how we want it to. I would just rather have a pullback than a zone of consolidation after a higher high or after a lower low, right? A pullback is so much easier because if we have a pullback, right, if price just made higher high, right now what is price doing? Just in this little box, right? Looking at structure, you have higher high, higher low, higher high, and prices consolidates, right? What's an easier trade, right? What's an easier trade to get into? Is when price is consolidating or when price is trending? Higher high, higher low, higher high. Isn't it easier to get into a trade that we know has a pullback? And then from here, we know we're looking for a higher high, right? So I really don't like that a lot of, like, 9 out of the 10 pairs, right? 9 out of 10 pairs right now are just consolidating, moving sideways. So you gotta be just a little patient, guys. That's all it is. Gotta be a little patient. US30 peak high territory, very similar to GJ. This is another pair that I'm not really interested in trading. We'll market with this for now. Right, we have 3 days of rise. On the 3rd day, we have a gap in the market, resets the trend, gave us another day of rise, gave us another gap in the market. In the 4-hour time frame, we have to update this real quick. We know we're still trading between this 4-hour high right here from here. And the daily highs at this moment, I'm still not gonna update them. We'll keep them like that for now until we have a set high. Expecting a pullback, right? We have a 30-minute gap at the bottom of the market. We know price is gonna have to eventually come back down and fill those gaps up. So we don't have no engulfing candles in the daily and nothing in the 4-hour either. So again, we gotta be a little patient. Give it the market some time. USDCAD. We are in V2. We're in the second zone of consolidation, looking for that third push to the top side. Right now, price is in the zone of consolidation, rejecting highs, rejecting lows, rejecting highs, rejecting lows. After rejecting lows, we started to push back up to the top side. We can see it a little bit clearer on the 4-hour, right? We rejected the lows, 1, 2, gave us a exhaustion candle to the bottom side, and then started to push higher high, higher low, higher high. Into the 30-minute time frame, we had a day of no net yesterday. Would have loved to have had a 2 days of rise. If we would have had 2 days of rise, we already know, oh, beautiful trade to get that third day. But, however, we did get the break of structure finally, right? The break of structure didn't happen, right, until these candles over here broke up to the top side and then gave us a pullback. So, how would I have traded this today? I wasn't looking at USDCAD today, personally. But if we would have been looking at USDCAD, right, we just look at two things. Number one, fib. Number two, EMA. The break, last red candle before the push to the top side, we're down here. We didn't really reach them that much, right? And then price gave us a 38.2 retracement. Wasn't really a 50%. Would have loved to have seen a 50%. However, let's update this. We had higher high, higher low, higher high. So right now we know we're trading between this 30-minute high over here and these 30-minute lows over here. We had a day of rise, and we have a green 4-hour candle. Now, could price continue this push to the top side? Absolutely. USDCAD looks beautiful. Do we have any engulfing candles? Nothing in the 4, nothing in the daily, nothing in the 1 hour, nothing in the 30. Okay, no problem. You have higher high, higher low, higher high. So there's two things I want to be looking for. Again, I'm going to put my fib to the bottom to the top. And I'll be expecting a 36891, 368. Oh, damn it. 36891. Perfect. I'm expecting a 50% retracement. Right now, only am I expecting a 50% retracement. What else am I looking for? In level 3, right? Level 3 in an uptrend or level 3 in a downtrend, we're looking for 50%, or I'm sorry, a 50 EMA retracement. Not only that, again, we know we had higher high, higher low, higher high. What are we expecting? We're expecting a pullback between these zones right here, right? The retest of the higher low. Super simple. So not only do we have a 50% retracement, not only do we have a 50 EMA retracement, not only do we have a retest of the higher highs, right? What else are we looking for? Right? We have a change of character, check. We have a break of structure, check. We have an inducement of the lows, check. We have an engulfing candle, check. Right? What else do we need? We have the 800 EMA above, the price is above the 800 EMA. This looks good. So USDCAD is definitely the pair to keep an eye on for today. 100%. It's going to be very, very interesting. And any questions, guys, let me know. Anything that doesn't make sense, guys, let me know. I'll try to explain it as best as I can. Casper, let me know. You still with us? You good? Gold is coming up next. I don't do a deep analysis on USDZAR. I'm just gonna. It's pretty much the same as USDCAD. Right, we're still in a zone of consolidation. Missed the 4-hour lows and started making lower low, lower high, lower low. Boom, higher high to the top side. 30-minute. We had 2 days of drop. On the third day today, gave us a new low and gave us a day of rise. Still trading right? These lows were broken here, so let's update the 30-minute lows and the 30-minute highs. We're still trading between this 30-minute high up here, but our 30-minute lows are now down here. This is too low of a candle, so I'm going to use the body of this red candle and then the lowest candle. Gold. Let's see. Very interesting. So gold is in peak high territory, again, very similar to GJ and US30. We know we're in a zone of consolidation. We're still making higher high, higher low, and higher high. So we know that we're still trading between this high and these lows down here. Price rejected the lows, started going to the top side. Right, in the zone of consolidation, we can see that price still hasn't given us a real break of structure of the highs yet. Gonna scroll back through. Alright, bet. Right, price is still rejecting these highs. We don't have a break of structure of the highs yet. But we could go into a lower time frame, and what do we see? We could still see higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, gave us a retest. Alright, my brother, peace out. Right, higher high, higher low, and then gave us another higher high to this side. We have 2 weeks of rise. We understand after 2 weeks, we're expecting the third week. Price already gave us the move. It was perfect. It's exactly what we were waiting for. Right, also, if we go down to the 1 hour, no, 4 hour, we have an engulfing candle that price did use to retest and continue. However, for me personally, this is just too big of a zone, right, of a stop loss. It's 177 pip stop loss. On gold, it's not a smart idea. Right, we'll be risking 177 pips to only get 122. Right, for me, that's not a smart investment. So these are not trades that I took, but price did exactly what it needed to. Right, price is also in. Let's update this real quick. 4 hour golfing. Right, we also know that price is still making higher high, higher low. It broke, gave us a higher high. Right, we know we're trading now between this high and these lows over here. Last red candle before the push down to the bottom, or last red candle before the push to the top side. We know we're trading between higher high and these lows, right? Higher high, higher low, these higher lows, and these higher highs. We have a day of rise. 4 hour candle opened up bearish. Now, this is where price is going to get interesting. At this point, we're either going to see price continue this trend to the top side and continue, and then this is where we'll see price fall, or we're just going to simply get price to break below here to continue this push back down to the bottom. Right, we got to be a little patient with it. Again, this is not a pair that, for me personally, this is not really ready to start trading. There's no engulfing candles in the 4 hour, nothing in the daily. Right, there's nothing in the 1 hour telling me price is going to continue to push down to the bottom. The only thing we have right now is this exhaustion candle. Right, but I would have loved to have had this body of this candle. If it would have been a green candle instead of a red candle, would have looked prime. It would have looked so much better, right, compared to this one. Right, this was a beautiful engulfing red candle, right, due to the fact, or an exhaustion candle, I'm sorry, due to the fact that it was a red body. Right, that already tells me that this is a bearish exhaustion candle. So we got to be a little bit aware of that, right? We can't let these fake exhaustion candles fool us, right? The same way this exhaustion candle was also an exhaustion candle, right? We already knew that this was an indication that price was going to go up to the top side. Bitcoin just continued, man. We good. Bitcoin was good. I'm not gonna do a deep analysis on Bitcoin. Market doesn't close for another 45 minutes. And then oil, we know we're in A1. We're in the middle of the zone of consolidation in a downtrend. We're looking for price to go short. In the 4 hour time frame, we could still see higher highs and higher lows, but this is where price is kind of slowing down. Let's add another line real quick. Sunday 17. Sunday 17. Sunday 17. Sunday 17. And in the 30, we had a day of drop on Friday, then today Monday gave us 2 days of drop. Perfect. Are we expecting a 372? Could happen. 372 could happen. Alright, let's look for an engulfing candle. Nothing in the 4 for right now. Nothing in the 1 hour for right now. Nothing in the 30-minute for right now. You got to be a little patient, right? And the new low is technically already going to be given with these candles, so we'll see what price wants to do here. That's pretty much it, guys. Any questions, let me know. Any pairs you guys want me to go over again or explain anything again, let me know. If not, then that's it. We'll call it a day. We'll call it a night. We'll be back hopefully tomorrow morning. If you guys not in the Discord, make sure you guys join the Discord. The link will be in the chat. If you're not in the Discord, you're not active, and you didn't see my news for today, but my sister is currently in labor. She's at the hospital. So I don't know what the vibes are going to be for the rest of the week. I don't know if I'll be doing the live stream tomorrow morning. I was just at the hospital, got home, turned the stream on. Gonna go back here in a little bit. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be live tomorrow morning. I'll keep you guys updated in the Discord. But that's pretty much it again for me tonight. If you guys have any other questions, anything you guys want me to go over again, anything you guys want me to explain, let me know. If not, we'll be done for the night and we'll be back tomorrow. I'll keep you guys updated in the Discord. Any questions at all, feel free to reach out to me as well. You can always message me on X, Twitter, Instagram, email me, whatever you guys want to do. Alright guys, seems like no questions. Perfect. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning.